Hello, Internet! We are back with a podcast. Welcome. Today, we unfortunately do not have our usual co-host Ash. He is busy with IRL plans. He double booked himself. What's he like? Anyway, today we are back with episode 10, talking about our recent charity raising streams for the Great Ormond Street Hospital children's charity. Always forget this. Even during the live streams, I always fucked it up. With me tonight is two people who joined us for the entire 2 weeks. Mag, welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. Yeah.
And Lucille Sai, how are you?
I'm alright. You didn't tell me the stream was going to cut the top of my head off.
Alright, I'll fix that now if it helps.
Be shorter.
To be fair, when I was setting up the cam, you disappeared.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I did.
Right, hopefully that looks better for you. So yeah, before we get into about you two, over the last 2 weeks, we managed to raise 125 British pounds for the Great Ormond Street Hospital Children's Charity. This is a charity that deals with life-changing surgeries and research for young children every single day. Around 600 children and young people across the UK every day visit the Great Ormond Street Hospital. Whether it is complex illnesses or mental health, stillbirths, you name it, this hospital in its 171st year of operation has been doing wonderful work. So it was an honour to try and raise whatever we could for this charity. And thank you both in advance for being part of this.
Oh, very welcome.
Yes, you are welcome.
It's a good time.
But with this being the Within Crisis podcast, we always start the same way with every time we bring on a guest, and that is delving into how you two became gamers. Let's start with you, Mag. What is your journey from starting gaming until this moment in time?
Well, I think it was an Atari. I think. So, oh fuck. Oh man, that may well have aged. Set an age for me. Ah, crap.
I started with an Atari myself. And I also went from a Super Nintendo backwards in time to a Commodore 64, so...
Oh, very good. Yeah, I had a buddy
There's no
who had a
age
Commodore
on this shit.
64, didn't have one myself. Went through a few consoles, so SNES, 64, PS1 through... No, never went to 3, so only to 2. Had an Xbox and a 360 with various things. Didn't really have the biggest of libraries for any of those. If we're being honest, I had my core stuff that I played the shit out of, and yeah.
Was there a main genre that you stuck to?
Oh god, I mean RPG was pretty much a mainstay. A little bit of strategy, but whatever caught my eye really. Most of my time's been PC, to be honest. So it's a full gamut of random shit.
Before we dug over the side, what about outside of just video games? What about your tabletop, your trading cards, that kind of stuff?
Well, recently, been getting into the Digimon TCG. Otherwise, like, I don't know, not too much, to be honest. Not too much. Yeah, mostly that.
Okay, Lennon. Sai, over to you, buddy. Same question.
I remember when I was very small, we had a Amstrad that had cassette tapes. And that's the first thing we had. Yeah, that's dating me as well. Then I had like a Master System, but then it was mainly didn't really have consoles. We just had desktops. So that's basically what I've been playing on for the majority of my life. It's on desktops. Not really owned consoles.
And again, outside of the video game sphere, because I know you're a bit more involved in
yeah
extracurricular gaming.
Yeah, I started LARPing when I was 18, and then I got into tabletop role playing. So I've played so many different games over the years. That's for D&D, World of Darkness. I've done some GURPS. I've done now you're on the spot. Rollmaster. I keep going with the list, but
Yeah, go nuts.
yeah, I've done a
Go
lot of
nuts. You guys
tabletop
in
stuff.
depth as you want to.
D&D, my God.
Yeah, and
I'm
yeah,
welcoming Fat Cats.
been LARPing for longer than tabletop, and yeah, I've been doing that more than half my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the listeners who have been here for a while, we have mentioned that a future LARP podcast episode, Sai will be on for that one when we get it organised.
Woo. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to actually get into LARP and all the shindigs about it, because it's been one of those things, just before we go into our main topic, it's like, yeah, I've seen LARP in films, and that's been on TV shows, and that's been the extent, so it's always a sort of either, oh, this is the nerdiest thing in your life, and it's just so away from what it could actually be, or it's very rose-tinted glasses.
Yeah, I just remember when I was just sort of fairly close to when like YouTube was first starting. There was a terrible LARPing video with the lightning bolts. It's one of the American
That's
ones,
the
yeah.
only point I really.
And that
That's
sort
my
of-
main point.
Role models is the thing that comes to mind a lot.
yeah, that's still not. Well, it might suit the US
Yeah.
games better, but the UK ones are definitely less like that.
Yeah.
And
The closest I've probably come is when I was a younger teen, going to Castle Cork in South Wales, and there was reenactments going on.
yeah,
That's probably the
yeah.
closest I've come to seeing it in person in any way, shape, or form.
Any cries of lightning bolt there, or
No, just guns and medieval style combat.
I always misremember that meme as magic missile.
Yeah, no, it was lightning bolt with like the little like Fat Cat said, the little bean bags.
Yeah, I think I'm aware of that particular video. Well, thank you guys for your introduction. So let's dive into our core topic, which is the gaming for Gosh. Fat Cat, who is currently in chat, has been with us for 5 out of 6 of the streams, because they went on a huge nerd adventure for the final day. How dare they? Hope you had a good time, in all seriousness, Fat Cats. But yeah, we started with Final Fantasy XIV with a piece of content called Deep Dungeon. There are currently, at the point of recording, 2 deep dungeons in the game. One was Palace of the Dead, which has 200 floors, and the second being Heaven on High, which has 100. We went into it going, yeah, if we could clear it fast enough or die, we'll try and do as many runs as we can. But it turned into, 2.5 days, and we managed to get Palace done?
Yeah, that's
Well, we finished Palace on the second day, just about.
and then we
I say just
start.
about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was 2
Started
days,
another
and we
run?
started a quick 10 floors just to finish up the time.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, Palace takes forever.
Yeah, 200 floors. We did go through it pretty well. I think, objectively, between the two, Palace was the smoother run.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Especially
think
compared to
Palace is
later.
easier. Like it unravels far quicker with Heaven on High.
It didn't help that, we did those 200, we did a quick 10 floors, we came back on the week 1 on the Friday to Heaven on High, and the only way to sum up our day 1 of Heaven on High was explosion. We run into so many exploding traps or exploding chests that I was seriously worried about that climb.
Well, yeah, we hit a lot of explosions, but they didn't kill us once.
No,
I don't think they killed anyone.
no, we
Who
never
ran
died
out.
to an explosion. It was close. We had that one floor where we had an explosion right next to the teleport and enemies straight after. That was our closest real danger during that day. Then when we came back to floor 81 and 82, it was like, shit. Use everything. Use everything we had possibly available just to survive 2 floors.
Yeah. I don't think 83 and 84 were much better.
No. Compared to 81 and 82, they were nicer, but yeah, it did drop off because we was like, all right, we're slowing down, we're taking our time, we're analysing what enemies do.
We
Super
didn't
excited
understand
and
what
carry
they
on.
did on 80, like 81 onwards. We didn't understand the 81 to 90 mobs.
Yeah, the jump in difficulty in Heaven is a lot higher than it is in Ballast, to be fair.
I suppose it has to be with
At that
less
point,
half
really.
amount of floors.
Half the amount of floors, yeah. And you're scaling 1 to 50 of story. 50 floors of story to 30 floors of story, then 70 versus 150 for the actual challenge climb.
Yeah. But we still got through both.
Yeah, we managed to get both done.
Yeah. Didn't wipe once, I don't think.
Yeah. And
No.
we did get, again, Ash's misses, like, we did get him first time clears on both runs. For the rest of us, it was our first time getting through Palace, because the floor 180 boss is a fucking nightmare.
Well, yeah, you've just got to be aware that you want to hold on to the LB for him.
Yeah, and just like, we're using our strengths, we're doing as much damage, we're lusting, we're doing all this.
Yeah,
you have to prep for him. And the thing, you
Yeah.
just go in, we're not popping a button, it's a prep battle. You have to treat it closer to a trial extreme or a raid boss than just a boss.
I don't suppose, because I know we used the lust at the start for the behemoth, but I don't remember if we like topped it up.
No, we didn't need to. We got him down in the timer.
Yeah, him not doing a repeat of the AOE that helped a lot.
Yeah, it really does. So yeah, again, because we managed to both the clears. Did you guys have any particular highlights of just our 14 section of the charity raising?
Carl. That's it. Carl, the curl.
Carl!
Yeah,
How
the
did I
fucking
forget
Carl in
Carl?
Palace.
Holy shit! Oh, of course.
Fat Cat's on it
Carl was good.
in the chat.
It's just me mishearing stuff.
Yeah. For me, it was floor 81, when 3 of us were dead. It's like, just magic sight, just do what you need to do to survive. Save the run!
Yeah.
That was a highlight. Anytime we get one of those, oh, fuck you floors, and we get through it, it's satisfactory. And it looked good on stream. That was the highlight as well. It looked good for the audience watching us.
For me personally, there were a couple of moments where I opened a chest during combat with the intention of looking for an explosion, and it happened, and it was useful, and I was all for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just kind of like, I'm fishing for a thing, it happened, yes.
We got a message in chat for you, Mag, if you want to read it out for us.
Oh, God. So, from Fat Cats, I love the one time when Mag was happy about not having shields shoved into him anymore. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, for context, Sai was just like, I'm shoving shields into you instead of I'm putting shields on you, and we just ran with it. That's skip for a minute. Yeah. High stress, plus words don't matter. So at the end of our 14th venture, we dived into Evil Dead for a day. It was meant to be 2, but again, Ash, he had some stuff come up, unfortunately. He had a bad time during this.
Yeah.
Evil Dead had a few standout moments with me out before we go into it. Half of it was because us recording it locally while streaming means us four on the headset was playing the game. We saw stuff about 30 seconds before it hit stream. So it's like we had the jump scares. I could look over the monitor and see it, and it was the one that had me. Then I looked over and said, "Oh, you can see it on stream." And Side just playing. Yeah, I just saw it too. That one stood out a lot outside of us going, "Oh shit, fuck, oh fuck, what? How dare you!"
I only got the one jump scare, I think. I don't know how. Like, it didn't do anything to... like, 2 possessions or something like that over the entire play session. And one jump scare. Like, I was fully feared along with the rest of you. Just didn't pick me for some reason.
You just got to feed with the rest of us, and it just RNG to us, I think.
Yeah.
But I will, like, us lot have done Dead by Daylight on stream before. And, it's such a departure from that as a game.
Absolutely.
Definitely a lot more enjoyable for me anyway, and a lot more engaging. Yeah,
I feel the same way. Evil Dead has a lot more to offer for gameplay variety per run. And Farcat's in the chat giving us a few of our quotes. Which car? Why did you drive over me? Why is this car possessed?
Oh, it's the possessed car.
It wasn't me. Oh, it's possessed. Right, that makes sense.
Yeah, the first time seeing that, it's like, why did you drive over me? Wasn't me. I just got kicked out of the car. What? Yeah, the car's just attacking you by itself. Why? Oh, it's possessed.
Yay, it's not possessed anymore. Oh, it's one hit from death. Oh.
Fuck. Yeah, we lost a few cars. My driving didn't help sometimes.
Yeah, it's nice that a lot of us hadn't played it before.
Yeah. We all went in doing tutorial and nothing else.
Yeah.
Mag might have did extra tutorial, but that was it. Yeah. None of us had actually done any proper gameplay. Which is why it was like, well, my FPS was fucking fine the second ago in the tutorial. We got into the game. It was like, okay, drop the quality a little. The frames are bouncing.
Certain parts of the map, that's,
When we got hoarded, mostly.
Yeah. I don't know what was really causing that. It'd be nice to know. Because that's pretty much the only detractor from the game, was that it would have moments where everyone would have 3 FPS to work off.
Yeah. I was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're showing off with the fancy graphics.
It's all local performance then. Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, I think the combination between playing the game and streaming didn't help for me.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to capture, well, my camera, Discord audio, OBS running, the game running, Discord running. So yeah, there was a lot on my end.
And I somehow managed to work off a potato and 3 onions.
Yeah. As long as it works. And thank you, Fat Cats. We're glad you enjoyed it. And then after Evil Dead, instead of doing our second day of Evil Dead, we jumped into one of our comfy games, Deep Rock Galactic. We went dwarfing, we went mining, and we managed to get a randomer come and join us in the form of Teddy.
Not particularly random.
Well, random to chat. He wasn't expecting it, really.
We didn't go pugging, no.
We didn't just open it up to the universe. It was a friend of ours going, I have this game, I can join. It's like, go for it, come in.
Oh, there's an update. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Deep Rock is a comfy game for us, I think.
Yeah.
We don't want to play other stuff. Should we just go mining for an hour?
Yeah. It's one that we're familiar with. Teddy was less familiar with it, so we were just giving him a hand through the game. But it was nice having a full team.
Yeah, it was our first time having a full party.
Yeah, first time having like the full set of tools available to us. That was a novelty.
It really was. The fact that I got lost constantly didn't help, though.
That's not how it usually goes.
Some people say lost, other people said wandering off on your own.
I fell through a hole and couldn't work my way back.
Yep, you wandered off.
Yeah, that's why I just start getting my pickaxe out and start going in a direction. Yeah. It's like, the drop pod's that way, I'm just mining. I should just made a driller, honestly, because I know at least I'll get through it in a timely manner.
Yeah, you are inclined to do what the driller is designed for when you are a gunner.
Yeah. My sensibilities are too complicated for the game to handle. I want a big ass machine gun and the drilling tools.
I did enjoy how Sai was trying to get everyone back to the pod in a timely fashion, and everyone didn't see him leave.
Yep.
Every time.
Oh, yeah. Deep Rock is one of those ones that we could happily just keep streaming that game and it would just always be some sort of fucking inherent chaos.
Yeah. Low-key chaos, depending on how high you want to go with your hazard ratings.
Oof, yeah. We didn't. So we were potentially planning on doing some deep dives, but we didn't get around to that because
That's always a future time idea.
extra
for the
friendo
streams.
joined. Yeah,
The deep dive really would have been in keeping with like the deep dungeon stuff. Which,
Yeah, it would have. I think if we didn't get our message for Teddy, we would have just done the deep dive.
yeah. That was what we planned.
I'd probably
anyway.
get a glitch out on the Morkite secondary where we're looking for one Morkite and just go, fuck this, the game hates us, we have to reset it.
to be fair, if we'd had that, I would have been very, very sour.
Oh,
To have
yeah.
that again for stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Or
would
we
have
ended
just
up with-
seen me bang my head on the desk. You would have just seen crack.
Or the one with the drills. We have to extract the liquid, but they're all like marked in this giant tube arena.
Yeah. Well, at least chat would get our crazy roller coaster builds that way.
Yeah, and I think that since we had that happen, they actually marked them on the map, so it wouldn't spend hours to sort of. I must be about
Finding them in the
45-minute
first
mission,
place.
finding them. So
Yeah, they have improved the game since some of our quirky runs. And then,
I mean, you might
go
still
on.
get some of the more quirky setups on higher has levels, because I was running us on 3,
Yeah.
so there's another 2 tiers above that, so it might throw bullshit at you still if you're going full has.
yeah,
Oh yeah, Fat Cats,
past
that
it.
song gets stuck in my head every time I load up Deep Rock Galactic. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy, hole.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't do that because that's not coming through at the same time.
It sort of worked out from my headset. It was giving me backup. It was fine. It wasn't in harmony, but it was... Yeah, it worked out. I can't figure out the musical term right now.
It's the being out of sync I'm worried about. There you go.
Yeah. You was just giving me... what's it called? A relay, a loop? A round?
An echo.
I think it's a round. The actual musical terminology for it. So yeah,
Only if it's timed for a round.
where's the beer? So yeah, after we got done with Deep Rock Galactic, on our final day, we had a bunch of us on to play Artemis Spaceship Bridge Simulator. And oh boy, my system didn't like streaming that game that day.
Oh,
It
your system
crashed
didn't
4
like playing
times.
oh yeah.
OBS
yeah,
crashed 4 times. Every time I had to quickly go to a be right back screen because one of us disconnected and displayed a public IP address. It's like, and OBS has crashed. Fuck.
Yeah.
Which is why there's no log of that day up on the Twitch channel. So, Fat Cats, you missed out. I do apologise. I wish I could have kept the VOD, but there was chaos.
We'll get you involved in an Artemis instead at some point.
Yeah,
maybe.
we'll just drag you in to play with us.
Yeah, I think it's like the second half of the stream. It just really wasn't having it.
Oh yeah, I hated it. Oh.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
Which is weird because it's like the lowest resources demanding game.
Well, keep in
that we've
mind,
played at,
I
but
was, like, between my camera, I was capturing 5 screens.
This is true.
I think that was the issue, was me capturing 5 fucking screens.
I'd pass on what Ash's issue was with his computer. It just kept kicking him
Oh, yeah.
for like the last half.
Probably someone just downloading something in the background on his network and just throttling it. As good as its connection is, if you throttle it, you're kind of screwed.
But still, it was an enjoyable session. I know Ted joined us for the first half, and then our friend Maury came for the second.
And we bounced around between roles, which was kind of fun.
Well, there was a whole bouncing between you and me, and that was it.
Yeah, well, do some modes.
And then
I
uppity science.
I realised that me in charge of Warp 4 is not a good idea. After that one run where
You just crashed us into things.
Yeah.
crashes through a fleet, crashes through a fleet into a minefield.
Yep.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
that
I forgot
ended the
about that
run.
one too. Yeah.
That is the highlight of the 2 weeks for me, is me just obliterating us and all of us just breaking in a laughing
Absolutely.
fit and not being
Why
able
did
to
you
control
turn that way? Why did you turn right and not left? Left would have been fine.
I was doing as the captain told me, get us out of here. I went at full warp.
Yeah, and I gave you full power on that as well.
Yeah, that didn't help.
So
either.
you wanted to.
We got out of there fast. We did. I just got to slow us down in time. You needed to cut the power to warp like 4 seconds before I was planning to. And we would have been absolutely okay, maybe.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing until like later on in the stream.
It didn't help
like-
in one run as well that we lost all of our engineers. Because
Oh,
Mark
the-
was like, yeah, we could just stand in front of a space station and just take all the hits as our ship explodes and kills off our crew.
I was like, energy is the important thing at the moment. Oh, we lose repair crews. That's
It's another thing.
yeah.
Oh, it was a fun time.
I was operating off the only hit point that matters is the last one.
Yeah.
And that didn't work out.
Except that the hit point we had to care about was a hidden one in engineering.
Yeah.
The game hid it on us.
But we
Now
managed a
that we
couple
know
of
how. Go on, sorry.
yeah, so we managed a couple of actual wins.
Yeah.
With an
We
equal
managed
amount
to
of
succeed in
deaths, that is-
every game at least once.
Oh no, we died more than we won.
Oh, we did.
I don't think we did a second of the deep strike.
No, because I think we just gave up because of Ash's connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and OBS was giving you jip at that point, and it was like, nah,
Yeah, we're close to the 4 hours. Let's just get on with it now.
no.
Yeah, 24 hours of total gaming, and it was Artemis that fucked the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, AAA game, no, that was absolutely fine. Yeah, budget indie game with one developer. Yeah, your system's screwed, mate.
No.
So, guys, which was your favourite game over the charity event?
Probably Evil Dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Evil Dead. Actually, it's something completely different and was super fun just to be on comms with everybody.
Yeah. I think I'm in full agreement. Evil Dead was much more enjoyable than I expected. Like, I had seen it played a bit with Tequila, who had been on the show for our Dead by Daylight episode. And it was like, right, this could be cool. We play Dead by Daylight. It's like, all right, we're stuck in an arena. We repair generators. We try and leave. We can't fight back. It gets a bit samey. Unless you're playing a killer, it's not too enjoyable. Whereas
Yeah,
this, the
unless
fact
you really
that
get
we,
into it,
yeah,
it's it's got a rough learning curve of you get trashed for a while until you learn the game.
yeah, you hope for a shitty killer, and that's the best you can hope for. Whereas Evil Dead, we're actually picking up items. It's more of like a Battle Royale-esque style game. We're picking up weapons and better weapons, and we're dealing with stuff, moving around.
And have the versus AI mode
Yeah.
made it much more enjoyable than having somebody that's joined we don't know who is much better and has much more experience, and we just get trounced, and then there's no fun.
Yeah. But it was more to do as the bigger team.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. So we had the cars, we had the pickups. We weren't just helpless. We could fight back.
Yeah, it's
that
more
was
of
the
an
big
action
difference,
style
yeah.
rather than the survival style.
We were trying to survive, but we could actually fight back. We actually had more buttons than, all right, we are trying to toggle a button to get out of a fucking trap, or... But yeah, the Palace of Declan was also a real fun time.
Yeah, it's with like Final Fantasy and Deep Rock Galactic. They're both games
We're
I'm so
comfy
familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just nice doing something that was completely out of sort of ordinary things we do. But yeah, the Palace Climb was fun. Same with the Heaven.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, if we end up doing this again next year, I would love to add some more variety. Again, stuff that we may have all have access to, that but we haven't played yet. Like, right now, Gloomhaven is top of my mind, because it's a discussion with us for off-stream sort of playing as a group.
well, there's also the current Final Fantasy like imminent introduction of a new Deep Dungeon.
Yeah, again, that is something I would love for us to stream to
Yeah.
to the Within Crisis community. Let them get involved with us day one as we try and climb. Brand new, absolutely fresh. Like, if we can't get Ash on board Fat Cats, you're more than welcome if we can't get one of our usual lot. Get the community involved. Do some crazy
Might be able to
climbing.
convince Teddy, maybe. Make
Yeah,
him-
yeah.
Probably
He's
won't be
excitable
able to
for
do
doing
that.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of options with what we do, because we'll be trying to do it a few times. Just to power ourselves up as we climb and gain research and... Right, these
Oh, yeah,
monsters
fair.
are danger. These monsters are okay.
How do these work? Oh, they kill you. That's how they work.
Yep,
Right.
we've worked it out by wiping. There we go.
And it'll be a fun time. Again, the plan for the Within Crisis streams going forward, I will be away for at least 2 weeks from Saturday. So there'll be no streams until the end of this month now, after this podcast. But when we come back, we're thinking of doing Anything Can Happen Monday, which could involve, I think Keeves the Cut is the first thing coming up with Mag being
Yep.
my Master Yoda, teaching me everything.
I've still got my concerns about that, but yeah.
I'm going into a game style I've never gone into. You've played it, you've researched the build, we're going for it. And then Tuesday and Wednesday is probably going to be me just doing a single player game. Oh, excellent, Fat Cats. I'll work out times whether we stick to like the 7 to 11 or whatever else. Usually I've been trying to keep the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday streams earlier in the day to leave me free for hanging out with these lads in the evening and the wife and all the other stuff. But we'll see how we go. But yeah, let's go back a bit.
Okay.
Back to the charity. Did you guys look into the particular charity I chose for this event?
A little bit. I mean, I did mention to my parents, and he was like, my dad was like, oh yeah, I know them. Just based off the name, I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, but I hadn't otherwise. I wasn't familiar with them otherwise.
Familiar with the hospital due to previous work in hospitals and doing lab equipment. So yeah, I'm sort of aware of the Great Ormond Street Hospital and what they did and sort of their area of expertise.
Like, for me, it was a random Facebook advert. It's like, gaming for gosh. All right, let's have a look at this. Oh, let's do 24 hours of gaming. Raise some money for sick children. I could do this. And that's how it developed from there. And it's like, yeah, I could do it by myself. I might end up getting a bit burnt out. Ash, I'm doing the charity thing. Let's get involved. All right. Mag, Si, can I get you guys on board as well? We're going to do some Palace of the Dead or something. All right.
No, yeah, don't regret a moment, really.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be involved.
Yeah.
And that's been a good thing with us having our free company in Final Fantasy is it's been like a second family in a way. It's like, I know it's like, I need one of you to help me with something. I can just go help. And you go, all right, what time do you need me?
Yeah.
Am I about? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing with video games. Another reason why I chose to do this is the fact that video games brings people together. Like, we've just come out the other end of a fucking global pandemic, and gaming got me through it in a big way. other than the fact that, being stuck in the house 24/7 normally, because I just don't like going out, it helped keep my sanity. It allowed me to not be too changed by the outside world as everything was shutting down and getting crazy out there.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, it did put a damper on the LARP seasons, though.
Uh,
Although, like with it all, it evolved and doing a lot of things online. So
yeah. Like, around that time, I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In person, so it was like, alright, that shut down for X amount of time. Ah, well. No going out to play card games.
especially not on motorcycles.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Might manage. on
No, that
motorcycles.
would probably be
You'd probably be
safer.
sufficiently distanced.
Oh, it was really shut down here in the UK Fat Cats. Crazy to know that Sweden had, like, no real restrictions, though. Especially when you see, like, New Zealand just, like, flat out shut down the country.
Yeah.
But even now, we're still feeling the after effects of COVID with game releases and, I guess, playing Final Fantasy, our patch windows being affected permanently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LARP has changed a lot. I know Empire, which I attend, had strict COVID and mask rules last year. Like in any large contained spaces, everybody had to wear masks.
Is
they're
that
still
still
doing
going to
that.
be the same moving forward?
I haven't seen an update, but I'm not sure.
Because I know in America, they just had nationals for the Digimon card game, and people had to mask up for that.
Luckily, with it mostly being outside, it's fine. But there are enclosed tents, and you need to make sure you ask people before going into private tents if they're okay. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Fat Cats, I do wonder how the general Swedish population would feel about everyone moving to Sweden. Hi, we hear that everything's fine over here.
Few
We're
hundred,
going over.
few million
Oh.
people turn up. It's like, okay.
Oh, oh man.
Enjoy
But
enjoy our Swedish food.
Uh,
I haven't
no.
seen the full size of my own country, really. I've travelled a good chunk of it. But abstractly, it's like I live in the middle of a mountain range surrounded by mountains, and for me to get a few miles anyway, I'm going around mountains. So it's hard for me to get a grasp of anything, really.
I'm thinking the landmass is about the same as the UK, I'd have thought.
Yeah, I was having this chat the other year, boys, about navigating when I was a kid. Like, knowing cars is like, right, you head down the motorway, you head around this mountain, cross that mountain. Whereas a kid, it's like, oh yeah, I want to go to so-and-so location. It's like, see that mountain? Walk that direction, and that's as much as you needed to get anywhere. It's like, yeah, you need to go that way or that way. You just walked up and over, and you're fine. I miss being able to navigate like that a bit. Guess how I explore open world games still? It's like, there's a mountain, I'm going on top of it to navigate my way anywhere else.
you said, "Holy shit, Paul!"
Yeah,
Did you Google the size?
I did. It's
Yes,
twice the
I've
size of the UK, and you've got 10 million. What the fuck? Move over. Let us in.
It is. Yeah, it's more than twice the size.
Party in Sweden, folks.
We've got 63 million, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
I
I think we're basically 70 now.
Oh,
I think Wales is still around 70 million total population.
Oh man.
it's all those.
Because I think it's still the case of London having the same
Yeah.
population as Wales, give or take.
or more.
Which is just silly.
Yeah.
I don't even like London. He says, putting himself on a blacklist somehow.
Yeah. London's okay if you're there for 2 minutes to go to an event or a gig or something. It's like, yeah, I can go away now. I'm fine. Like, I'm a Valley's boy. I like being on top of a mountain away from people.
Yeah, Germany's still bigger than what we are.
Yeah. At least Germany have the Autobahn, so you can put your foot down in your car for 5 seconds before you realise, this is scary, or there's a van behind you going, speed the fuck up.
Come on. Come on, chicken. Some people are also trying to get someplace.
Hey, Smart. Ash managed to double book himself for the night, so he's unfortunately not able to be with us.
It's never happened before.
No. If I had £1 for each time we'd done it, I'd have £2.
Wow. Which isn't a great deal, but yeah. Usually.
Yeah. It's not enough for a pint yet.
No, it needs at least another 4 more times.
Yes. With current prices.
Yeah. So, as we keep on with the show, is there any games that you two would love to see us do for a future time charity event? Something that could require more audience participation, perhaps.
Ooh. Now you're
like requiring it or just allowing it?
Oh, just allow it, whether it's a case of donate X amount to change a role or change your character class, rename a character, the usual Twitch streaming style stuff.
Yeah.
Cats, I think I know what you're referring to, but I'm not coming up with the right thing when you say Daddy Simulator.
Yeah, that's not something I feel comfortable Googling either.
I'm on it.
Always one. There's always one.
Mr. Dream Daddy, yeah, which is the one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
I just play
Dating game.
I just played the Yakuza games for that shit. Because I'm Kiryu Kazuma, obviously.
I was thinking of Who's Your Daddy?
Vermintide would be one that would be fun to do.
Yeah, Vermintide's a good laugh. Darktide as well, because that's still so fresh.
Well, there's some gumph with them and working things out.
Yeah.
Hey, Ash, welcome in. Good for you to catch up with chat.
We're all the daddy.
You missed out on being in the show, so you're not the daddy.
Yeah.
The dream is the daddy.
So, Ash, since you're in chat, can you let us know what was your favourite moments from our charity streams?
Oh, Frank Cats, what have you done? Why did you have to bring up daddies?
Oh, God. This is when I need to put Twitch strat on the screen, right? So, viewers on YouTube can understand.
Yeah.
Just pure nuking shit. What about shitting yourself in Evil Dead?
I mean, so Jackbox is a good option potentially in the future.
What Jackbox? Do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think party games will always be a fun thing for us to do further over.
Yeah, there is.
I think Vermintide actually has a Twitch chat thing that they can modify our difficulty levels and stuff.
Right.
I know some of the games have the Twitch integration for various things, like Borderlands has the Twitch drops and stuff.
Oof.
Spend some points and invade with 1,000.
So, to our viewers on YouTube, Ash is bringing up that he likes the creepy possessed link that popped up on his screen. That was very sexy in Evil Dead. Like, if you're free at the minute, Ash, feel free to jump into audio with us. Won't be able to get your camera set up, but you can at least collect audio-wise.
You might have been late, but we could at least have you on here.
But yeah, it was another good thing with Evil Dead is the fact that we had different killers and it affected what kind of enemies we were fighting, whether it was Deadites or the demons from the show. the medieval
They generally
stuff.
felt the same, except for that last iteration.
The demons from the Ash vs. Evil Dead show did feel a lot different. But like, as someone like me and Ash who are fans of the Evil Dead show, like when we start off in the cabin and you've got the Deadite trapped in the cellar, I'll swallow your soul, I'll swallow your soul. It's just like, hey, look at that. It allows me to nerd out a fair bit. Like, I'm surprised anytime me and Ash picked up a sawed-off shotgun, we just didn't go, shot smart, shot smart, you got that. Just dropping Ash quotes everywhere we could. That's fair enough, mate. That's absolutely fair. You enjoy your packing, you relax.
Wow.
We're already 50 minutes into the show. We're doing okay. You're in spirit. That's all we can ask for. So yeah, party games is something I love to do further on. Power Wash Simulator is one I would really love to do for the really big vehicles.
The chill factor of it as well.
Yeah, the chill factor. Like, before my Xbox Game Pass run out, I managed to try the Croft Manor DLC. And that thing took me 5 hours by myself.
Oof.
You get the front of the mansion and a fountain off to the side, and that's all you have to do. But yeah, 5 hours by myself, whereas having a few of us on, again, trying to capture all the screens, which would just be hell on my system, but it'll be done. I'll actually record it offline, so nothing crazy happens.
Well, just having your screen would be fine, and we can just like chat and then just go around and check up on how people are doing.
Yeah. Every so often you just wander around. It's fine.
Yeah. Potentially, I will be picking it up on PC next month, so we could potentially do a stream in April for that.
Oh yeah, I can be down to
and the good thing there, like, unlike Artemis, where you have to give an IP address in order for people to connect,
it's just a friends list, like Evil Dead and Final Fantasy.
People dropping in.
There's that. I don't know. There's a pirate game we played a couple of times.
Sea of Thieves.
Seven Seas. Oh, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I would have to get Game Pass back for that one.
But
which is a potential thing at random times of the year anyway.
I can't say I was in love with Sea of Thieves, to be honest.
Fair enough.
But
there's a few things on Game Pass I want to personally stream on the channel, like the Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4. Well, Persona 4 I can do anytime I have it on Steam, but yeah. There's a couple of things that is going to be worth me potentially picking up Game Pass again. So lots of random games going to be coming to the channel this year.
Yeah, I'll look into the sort of good, fun multiplayer games and suggest a few more to you.
One thing that will be coming up on stream when I've written it and planned it out, we will be doing a D&D-esque adventure. It will be a dice-based game of Mario Kart. I will be describing the race while Mag, Lucille, and Ash are our villain team going up against Mario and Chums in an epic race. I am hoping that the boys have a quick look at how their characters are meant to sound in game and come up with some wacky iterations of the characters. We will be having dice rolls for how they handle turns, how they handle pickups, stuff like that. It should be a huge laugh. It's going to be a lot less involved than a typical D&D adventure. We're going to only have 3 stats that we're going to actually do dice rolls for to make it a bit more easier for the viewing experience. But I'm hoping to get our setup ready for next month.
Yeah, very rules light.
I am hoping for next month to get that ready. Like, I need to look up what track I want to use, because I want to use one that has secret routes. So I can go, right, Wario is coming up around the corner, here comes the secret roll, if you can hit it. Oh, he feels he comes off the track, and he's lifted into the air by, I can't remember the name of the guy in the cloud with a fishing hook, but I'll remember the name for doing this. there'll be some crazy stuff like that, and it should be
Preparation is
a
key.
Preparation is key. And eventually I need to go back to writing D&D stuff for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun time for the channel. Well, you are Mario, Ash. It's down to you being able to roll good.
Wah.
Yeah, I might even use Roll20 for us, so we got a virtual dice on the screen for rolls or something.
Yeah.
Just to have a visual dice appear.
Yeah, I'm sure Foundry's got that capability.
Yeah, we can.
but-
Yeah, we'll work something out just so our viewers can watch a dice being rolled as they interact.
I mean, yeah, it largely doesn't matter, I suppose. However works.
I could even do it so we actually roll it in person if we have a dice,
Wow.
and then we just
Yeah,
say, camera.
All of you have a D20, so it's possible, and you
Oh, I've got
kind
loads.
of cheat,
Yeah.
kind of cheat on me. You go, yeah, I rolled a 20.
I'll point my laptop at the Namazu map.
Yeah, just
That'll be all you get transmitted from me.
That works. So just create a small box in it so the dice can't escape. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. But yeah, 125 will be the goal to beat next year. As we hopefully build up this channel a lot more. Maybe even bring in more guests, like Smart, if he's available next year around the time that we're planning this. Get him and his chums involved in some Within Crisis versus Smart Plays events.
Ooh.
There's a
Dropping
lot
the
of
gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm dropping the gauntlet now, a year in advance. And yeah, we can probably be a different charity that we choose next year. I am thinking a bit more mental healthy next year. Because that is a good one for us all. Because it's only been in recent years, like for us men, that our mental health is getting shown in the media. Because, you know, us men, it's a case of man up, don't show anything. And it's us that suffer in silence, goes like, right, we got to man up, we can't really show this shit. And our mental health does suffer. So I think that one is going to be the go-to next year for us.
Fair enough.
Right, we're about to now, and this was only meant to be a shortish show. Is there anything about the event you guys want to bring up? Any other moments?
No.
Other than it was enjoyable and mostly without technical hitches.
Mostly without technical
Until the
hitches,
final
yes.
day. Luckily, until the final day.
It was largely smooth sailing, which is nice. And Fat Cat's being with us all the way through. That was excellent.
Yeah, having our chat
and then-
really helped. And we can't thank you, chat, enough for joining us for our endeavours.
You're highly appreciated out there.
Yeah, and hopefully by next year I might actually have an Elgato capture card for like my Switch and PlayStation, so that bit more options for stuff.
Such excitement.
Like potential in-person drunken Astros Playroom minigame time runs. Do some crazy shit. So yeah, Farkas, you told us that Evil Dead was your favourite part. Ash, if you were still here, what was your favourite game to stream? And anyone else in chat, if you was here in our chatting streams, what was your favourite game that you saw us play over the event?
For the record, I think Fat Cats was actually saying that she preferred the Palace of the Dead overall.
Yeah, they said both, didn't
yeah.
they?
Wow.
That's
They
quite.
said Evil
also-
Dead was a blast, but
Yeah.
felt the need to bring up Palace of the Dead.
Well, there was a lot of craziness. They love both. They love it all. That is so good to hear, to be fair.
There's also an option for future streams of Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, there's options for so much stuff that we can do. Stuff we can work out behind the scenes, surprise our chat with. And anything that causes us lot to laugh will cause the chat to enjoy.
Hopefully. Yeah, our sense of humour isn't so twisted that shouldn't be the case.
Well, it depends on the day, right? I think those who know us that was around yesterday in Final Fantasy would be like, you twisted sons of bitches.
It's not that bad.
Just cursed. Just
just cursed.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that exchange now. A lot of it's coming back to mind.
Of course it is. Of course. So with that, I think we can wrap up the show. Thank you again, Mag and Si, for coming along. Any last thoughts before I go into the main outro of the show?
I think I'm tapped out here.
Pockets are the fingernails of the butt.
There you have it, folks. Another episode down of the Within Crisis podcast. This was episode 10. Thank you, Fat Cats, and everyone else in chat for being out with us. You can find this episode as a VOD over on youtube.com/at Within Crisis. You can find me personally at twitter.com/Flint_Loriette. You can find Ash, who wasn't able to make the show tonight, at twitter.com/Knowin0250. You can find the channel in general Within Crisis or Within Crisis podcast everywhere else. We will be back at the end of the month with more streams, potentially another episode of the podcast if we get something in place. We got a LOP show coming up. We've got a fighting show coming up. We've got some stuff. And as I try to go off screen, we will see you in the next one.